Hello, everybody. Welcome to Blabbin' About Slabbin'. Today, we're going to be talking about one of our favorite topics, and that is super short prints. As you remember, 2023 was the first year that every card had a Golden Mirror SSP, and 2024 is now the second year. So every player has one, and now that the product's been out about a month, we've had time to digest the best and worst of the 2024 SSPs. So we're going to talk about that today. So what do you have to say about that, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I think, Jeff, that you and I and other SSP collectors really enjoy is when the cards all have themes and you can kind of put them together and see what Topps was doing, what all the players are doing. And they brought that back this year, which is great. We saw themes like Gatorade baths, home run celebrations, and some weird portrait shots that they really don't need to do a lot of. And we saw some, I thought there was a pretty good amount of fun players gala images where we could see guys dressed up in whatever suits they wanted to wear. So we're just going to highlight some cards we really liked and, of course, some cards that we did not like. Right. So let's start off with one of the most fun themes we saw, which were the home run celebration cards.
Yes.
And one of the very, very best, I think, gold mirrors in the entire set is Julio Rodriguez holding up his trident. Fantastic image of a great player who's obviously scuffling right now, but we're not overly concerned about that at this point.
No, it's a great image. Is that their City Connect uniform as well?
I believe it is, yes.
It's a pretty bold blue. I love the it's a little different with the black pants, kind of softball, but I love the top and I love the trident on the helmet as well. Very powerful image.
Yes, I've been told that you're not supposed to wear a blue shirt with black pants. I don't understand. I don't do style, but I was told that that's some sort of rule.
So that was a bad fashion decision by Fanatics or Nike or whoever designed those City Connect uniforms.
Apparently, we can't hold Topps responsible for that one.
No.
But yeah, the card is great. I just don't want them to overuse this. They used a similar shot in that Celebracion insert.
They did.
We don't need to see 50 cards of Julio holding the trident. This gold mirror is the best one. Let's just put these. Let's stop now. Quit while we're ahead, right?
Yeah. So what are some of the other players that we got in the home run celebration or dugout celebration shots?
Okay. We got one of the best rookie cards in the whole set. It's Elly De La Cruz, and he's rocking his Viking helmet with like what looks like a club. I mean,
it's a great shot. Yes.
Fantastic. Yeah. That's easy top 5 in the whole set. And De La Cruz is absolutely killing the ball. I think this is going to be one of his most beloved rookie cards.
Yeah. I think especially because of the start he's having, it will be even more sought after. It's just such a tough looking image. Great shot.
Yeah, this is a really cool card. And I don't know what the print run is. I think they estimated, or the estimates I've seen online are like 150. Mm-hmm. So let's hope it's no more than that. I don't want to see 100 PSA 10s of that Elly De La Cruz card, but keep your eye on those pop reports. I think this is going to be one of his most popular rookie cards in the long run.
Yeah, I do not have any Elly De La Cruz cards, but because of the image on this one and the rarity of it, if I ever do get an Elly De La Cruz, this is probably one I'd target.
Yes. All right. One of the other great home run images that we tracked down. We don't own the card yet, and RIP to his meniscus. But the Trout card is pretty fantastic. It's a really cool horizontal card with his samurai helmet. I love it. It's a great looking card. High five his teammates, whoever the hell they are. Besides, obviously not Rendon, probably not in there, but really cool shot.
It's really cool, and I like the horizontal shots with this particular layout where you've got the neon name on top and the kind of the neon surrounding it. It's very cinematic.
Yes, absolutely. This sort of, then I wanted to highlight sort of an ironic home run celebration card as Guerrero won the home run derby last year. I almost like he's trolling us, like he's trolling fans and collectors. He'll hit home runs there, but no other
and
time.
Fantasy baseball players.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, his gold mirror is he's holding up his home run derby trophy. Yeah, it's a pretty cool card. Highlighting a very specific moment that I think we can all remember. I like that one.
It's reminiscent of the card when he's with his dad at the All-Star game, the Ultra SSP.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Another thing we see a lot of are like Gatorade baths, sort of like walk-off celebrations, game-over celebrations. And there's some really great ones out of the Texas Rangers in particular, who won the World Series. There's an awesome Adolis Garcia one. It looks like his physique is just shredding the water atoms. There's a Dane Dunning that looks really cool. And we get an Evan Carter rookie.
Evan Carter specifically, it's such a crisp image, right? I mean, you've got the water droplets. Everything's frozen. It's such a cool image.
Yeah, it has Juan Soto SSP rookie vibes for sure. All right, so it's a shame Corey Seager didn't get one. He's wearing his suit at the Players Gala, and some of those cards are great, and some of those cards are not so great. One of the ones I love, which is pretty predictable, of course, the Acuna card looks great. He's holding up his necklace, which is himself doing the silencer. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of money in that necklace. That's cool. We get to see some personality, and that's great. But on the other end of that spectrum, Jeff, is there a card that jumps into your head?
I'm thinking of the Zach Gallen sweater card. Chris and I aren't very up on fashion, but we were told that this is a fashion logo, I believe. This is a logo that's all over his sweater. So it's probably worth more than our entire wardrobes are, but it's, I don't know, not great.
It's not a great looking shot. I mean, he looks like someone's nephew who just got offended at a very, very calm joke at Thanksgiving. It's a rough card. I like Zach Gallen, but this is, I mean, I don't actively collect Zach Gallen. If you do, you probably were looking forward to this card, and you might be a little bit disappointed, because I certainly was. There's a horizontal Pete Alonso, you know, where he's like holding up his suit jacket. That one's kind of cool. Like I like that. Some of these do look good. Some of these are just a guy in a suit with no real personality, you know, or attitude, which is kind of a shame. I feel like it's a missed opportunity in those cases.
Yeah, as Chris mentioned, they're from the Players Gala. They had a red carpet event before, and that's where a lot of these shots come from. I guess we've talked about liking to see behind the scenes shots. The ones that show their personality are usually ones we embrace, and maybe for better or worse, that is showing Zach Gallen's personality. But yeah. All
right, so just randomly, we're gonna highlight a couple unusual ones that we really like. We have said before on this show, Jeff, that we want more cards with dogs, and Topps gave us one in the gold mirrors. We got Logan Webb with his dog, which is a fantastic card. I don't own any Logan Webb cards, but if I do, it will be this one. This might be the first Logan Webb card I go after.
Yeah, I wonder with the stated print run, how popular these are going to be, because we know there are dog card collectors. So it might be a hot item.
Yes, and one of the best like celebratory cards. There are some. I guess there's another theme, sort of in and out, is like some postseason celebrations. The best one by far, in our opinion, is Evan Longoria jumping into the pool in Arizona. Like, that's got to be the coolest image on any Evan Longoria card.
Right, and for the people that prefer on-field stuff, I think this is the counter argument to that, because it's great. It's at the stadium. It shows something unique about their stadium. It shows the personality, and you always enjoy a good player celebration. So yeah, it's a great image.
Yes, I love that one. So some other random ones. Anthony Volpe getting picked up by Anthony Rizzo. That's a cool shot. His future star card. I assume he maybe just hit a walk-off or something. That's a great card. Jose Ramirez celebrating with his teammates. That's a really cool shot. Clearly they just won the game, and he's just like getting grabbed all around. Salvador Perez walking around with a giant Gatorade cooler on him. Salvador Perez is a gigantic person, by the way. I forget how huge. Big he is. But he looks like he's either going to dump that on someone or just crush them to death with it. I don't know. I don't know which one it's going to be. Now, one of my favorite images in the entire set is the Adley Rutschman Golden Mirror. It's like a low-angle, horizontal card from the Home Run Derby, and you can see his name like up on the board behind him. Really, really just a cool, beautiful kind of a, like Jeff said before, cinematic card.
It is cinematic, yeah. And
I would almost say that one's a Stadium Club quality image.
Agreed.
That might be a way to describe it. Another such card, if you're a Red Sox fan, the Cedane Rafaela rookie card it's kind of a weird shot, but the more you look at it, the more you're going to like it. Again, it's horizontal. He's doing an interview with the media, and they sort of focused in on him. It's a kind of a wide shot, but he is crisp and in focus, and all the media buzz around him is sort of kind of faded out. The card looks incredible.
Speaking of the Red Sox, Chris,
yes,
tell us about Rafael Devers.
Oh, okay. So another sort of theme in here, and these were very hit or miss all around. It's like these portrait cards, and Devers shockingly, I know you'll be surprised, I love this card. He's sitting in the clubhouse. There's no way of saying it. Just handling his tool, and someone's made a joke, and he's just laughing his ass off. And I think this card is great. It shows how much this dude just kind of loves being around the game, loves being in the clubhouse. He's having a great time. I like that card a lot, Jeff.
I do too. It really shows his enthusiasm. It's a cool shot.
Another name that I think might surprise you, a card that I really like, is the Aaron Judge. But this card is just a badass card. From the game he hit 3 home runs, and it's his curtain call. And if you're a Judge fan, if you're a Yankee fan, I think you need this card.
Yeah, and again, like you talked about before, they chose a great image, whatever that photographer did in terms of setting him in the center of the image in focus, and kind of having the foreground out of focus and the background out of focus. It's really cool.
That's one of the best cards in the set. That's an easy top 10 Golden Mirror SSP image.
Yeah,
and it's a Yankee. I mentioned 2 Yankee images. All right, I'm opening myself up to new experiences, liking Yankee cards. It doesn't feel right. I get a little itchy, but I can adapt. We can all adapt if we have to.
That's right. I'm sure it's appreciated.
All right, so speaking of moments that got long standing ovations and hat tips, Freddie Freeman got his 2000th hit in last year during 2023 and got a rousing standing ovation from the Dodger fans. He stood there on second base because it was a double, shockingly. Guy hit 59. Tipped his cap, name and lights, and they made a big deal about it. So naturally, Topps chose a horrible posed smiling image for his Golden Mirror SSP. This card I hate. I don't hate a lot of things, Jeff. I hate this baseball card. It is so dumb. It looks so bad. It looks like his senior year photo. Like, put this in his yearbook instead of on his card.
I'm not quite as on top of this as you are, but it sounds like it's just following in the tradition of poor Freddie Freeman short print choices by Topps.
Yeah, this one's bad. I mean, he's just smiling, looks like an idiot. I hate it. I hate that card. There were so many. The Dodgers won 100+ games. He hit 59 doubles. He was third in the MVP voting, and they give him this awful card. He looks like a doll that just came to life. It's really frustrating as a Freddie Freeman fan and collector. I don't want this card, and that bugs me.
Well, on the opposite end, talking about former MVPs and hat tips, what about the Joey Votto card?
I love the Joey Votto card. I believe this is his last home game in Cincinnati, and perfectly captured by Topps. No notes. They nailed that one.
And I have to say, I love the design element of putting the hat in the foreground. A lot of the things are behind the team logo. For this one in particular, Votto's got his hat over the logo. It stands out. It's just a great shot of a great player.
Yeah, that one's great. And I think it's unfortunately they didn't give Miguel Cabrera as good a send-off with his last Golden Mirror SSP. I think it's his final press conference. And he's just all sweaty and kind of smiling. I mean, it's rough. That one's too bad. But, I know they can't all be winners. But Jeff, that Miguel Cabrera card, that's not the worst sort of media interview card we saw, is it?
I don't think so. I think we got to go back to the team you've been talking about a lot, the Yankees. And while you've been complimenting their photo choices, what about Garrett Cole's?
This Garrett Cole card is inexplicable. I don't even.
Cy Young Award winner Garrett Cole from the season.
Yeah, just had one of the best pitching seasons of his career, best pitcher in the American League by far. And here he is wearing what appears to be a denim shirt.
A collarless denim shirt, circa 1999. Yeah.
I don't even know what to say. I do not know what to say about this card. It's horrible. I think if you were to pick 100 images of Garrett Cole at random, this would always be the worst. It's brutal.
You got the couple bright green bottles right in front of him.
Listen, as much as I don't like Zach Gallen's sweater, I dislike this Garrett Cole shirt even more. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Jeff. If we had seen this card earlier in the offseason, I would not have advocated buying any Garrett Cole cards.
It would have saved us both a lot of money.
Yeah. A man who wears a denim button-down shirt, I can't get on board with that.
Collarless. You can't forget that it's collarless.
Collarless denim button-down shirt. It's a red flag. It's got to be a red flag.
Yeah.
All right. So, also speaking of some other media images, there's Mookie Betts' Golden Mirror SSP has the beginnings of a great idea. It's his return to Fenway Park with the Dodgers. But instead of using that moment during his first at bat, where the entire Fenway Park crowd gave him a standing ovation and he tipped his cap to them, they instead use an indoor shot of him addressing the media, and it's like really close up. They're so close. They're so close to a great Mookie Betts card, Jeff.
Yeah, I just feel like it's a missed opportunity. But yeah, can you imagine out at Fenway, the tip of the cap?
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're saving that one for Chrome. And if that's the card, I'm buying that card like immediately.
Yeah.
Really too bad. For some reason, Topps doesn't really like Mookie Betts. They seem to give him generally kind of crappy SSP images. And on the other end of that spectrum is Bryce Harper,
right,
who Topps absolutely loves. And his 2023 Golden Mirror is holding up the NLCS MVP award, I think. Well earned. And his 2024, he's wearing another postseason T-shirt, which is great. I like the postseason celebration shots as well. It's a good Spencer Strider where he's popping open some champagne when they clinch the division, I think. So, I mean, cards like that are great.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with postseason cards. It's nice that you get that timestamp in there, so you can always be reminded that those players were in the postseason that year. Like you said with the T-shirt, it's a great shot.
Okay, one more player card I want to talk about, and this one is great. I believe it has to be on purpose, and it's got to be a reference. David Bednar immediately became a player that Jeff and I now like more than we ever liked before.
Yes, he's doing his best Bob Hamlin impression here with his holding up his own name. I love the glove on the head. It's a great, it's just a unique card. It shows more about his personality than I knew about before. And like Chris said, makes me like him a lot more.
Yes, it's a card we smiled at as soon as we saw it. So that's great. Another quick random one, the Detroit home run celebration. I know we're kind of bouncing around here. Detroit is Hockey Town, USA. So they put on a hockey helmet and they walk around with a stick. But the Riley Green is particularly really cool looking. It still has the Future Star logo up top. Really nice looking card, Detroit Tiger fans. And Riley Green is finally having that breakout season.
Yes.
That might be one to snag. Also, one of the other themes we really didn't talk about, there it is, was like signing autographs. There's a whole bunch of players like signing autographs, interacting with fans. Some decent names like Bobby Miller, Christian Walker, Seiya Suzuki, and Bobby Witt has kind of a weird one. It's like crotch angle back up at him, and he's like holding a pen. It's very strange. I like Bobby Witt. His 2023 Gold Mirror is also signing autographs. Much better horizontal shot. I think he's signing a newspaper with his picture on it. This one's a little bit strange.
Yeah, I don't know why they chose that perspective shot. I typically enjoy cards of the players interacting with the fans, signing autographs. This one, it's almost like they said, all right, well, the photographer, get down to the perspective, the height you'd be if you were a 4-year-old and take the picture up from there. It just is, I don't know. It's kind of strange. I points for originality, but it's not my favorite.
Fair enough. All right. One other thing that I think Topps did, they must have really made an effort and had a meeting about this, but the team cards are some of the best cards that Topps has made so far this year. All the Golden Mirrors are celebratory, like team victory shots, and some of them definitely stand out. The Braves have their three good outfielders as opposed to last year. Like Harris and Acuna are out there with bloopers celebrating a win. Fantastic. The Yankees had a walk-off. I believe Isaiah Kiner-Falefa hit a walk-off. They're celebrating. The Red Sox, the Reds all have these like home plate walk-off celebrations. These cards look great. The Dodgers might be the best one, Jeff, and why is that?
The celebration happened to be during one of the big baseball holidays of the year, and that's Jackie Robinson Day, which you can see all the players wearing their 42 jerseys. Iconic. Yes, really, really cool card. It's hard to say that team cards would maintain value or have value going forward, but these images are great. Whatever team you're a fan of, please take a look, and I think you might find something you're interested in once some of these prices calm down. Oh, and we have to mention, Jeff, maybe the greatest Gatorade, the Gatorade bath card of the year is the Orioles team card, where it looks painful, doesn't it?
It does.
I mean, all I could say is I hope there wasn't a lot of ice in there because it's hitting him right in the face.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if Santander is as much celebrating the win as he is trying to blind his teammate. But that card, this is another one that just makes me kind of smile and laugh. All right, so there were, I will say in general, Jeff, and you let me know if you agree, I do think Topps put more effort into the golden mirrors than they did last year. There were definitely a wide or a big number of kind of lazy-ish golden mirror cards where like they weren't that different or the images were just like meh. There were still some of those this year that were unfortunate, but it was generally lesser players, guys like Tony Gonsolin, David Schneider, Jameson Taillon, really dull, uninteresting cards. Goldschmidt's is also pretty boring. Verlander's is interesting. He's in the locker room on his phone. It reminds me of there's still the undefeated worst golden mirror SSP of all time. Has not been replaced. It is still Paul Blackburn out of 2023. That card is so bad. I still can't believe a real company put that on a baseball card.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's ever going to get traction as a solid value buy because it's just such a bad card. People might want to have it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of in-person autos on modern and ultra modern. Now that we have so many on-card autos like in sets, but that might be one I would buy and try to get Blackburn to sign it, just for the sheer novelty of it. Okay. So that's generally what we think. If you think we missed a card, if there's something you guys really like or don't like, please let us know in the comments. But Series 2 should be coming out. When does Series 2 usually come out, Jeff?
July-ish.
July. All right, so in the summer. So there are some big names we did not get in Series 1. So who are you looking forward to in Series 2, Jeff?
Well, I'd like to see some of the rookies. I'd like to see some of the Jacksons, specifically Jackson Churio for my Brewers, see what they're going to throw on his card, but also Jackson Merrill.
Oh, yeah.
Also, some of the rookie pitchers, specifically the Japanese rookie pitchers, should be in Series 2 as well.
Yeah, I think the big question I think I'm curious about is, will Ohtani be on Yamamoto's Golden Mirror SSP? Would that be a really cool card, or would it kind of take attention away from Yamamoto? I don't know, but I feel like they've got to get those two. I would put them both on his Golden Mirror SSP.
Agreed. I feel like Ohtani's going to show up on one of his cards, either the regular, the base card, or the Golden Mirror SSP, because you're right. It would feel like a missed opportunity if he wasn't.
Yes, we're also going to get a Shota Imanaga, his first flagship card, first SSP. There's no one really on the Cubs I would pair him with, so they'll probably just do something. I don't know. He's out pitching. As of recording, he's definitely been the best Japanese rookie pitcher this year by a pretty wide margin. We're also going to get Soto's first real card on the Yankees with a Golden Mirror, and Ohtani's first real card on the Dodgers with an image variation. I would love to see Ohtani's image variation with him with Betts and Freeman. If they could somehow work the three of them onto that card, I'd have to buy it.
Yep, that would be a great idea. So Topps, if you're listening, try to get it on.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Like Chris said, let us know in the comments what your favorite Golden Mirror SSP is from Series 1 and what you're looking forward to in Series 2. And once Series 2 comes out, we'll do another video recapping some of those images. I'll be interested to see if they keep the same themes going or if they're going to have new themes. So that's something I'll be looking forward to. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time. Catch our live show every Thursday night right here on Blabbin' 'Bout Slabbin' YouTube channel. Thanks everybody.
Cheers.